The Deloitte Greenhouse Experiences business chemistry team conducted a two-part survey to uncover how various situations at work affect people's levels of stress and what strategies they use to cope. The findings were illuminating. The Deloitte business chemistry system identifies 4 primary behavioral styles. Guardians are careful, methodical, and reserved. They focus on the details and value structure and realism. Pioneers are energetic, spontaneous, and adaptable. They like to explore and believe big risks bring great things. Integrators are empathic, diplomatic, and relationship-oriented. They see gray rather than black and white and prioritize reaching consensus. Drivers are logical, experimental, and competitive. They're quantitatively and technically oriented. They aren't afraid of confrontation. Guardians and integrators are most likely to experience stress, with around 1/3 reporting they feel stressed often to almost always. Less than 1/4 of pioneers and drivers report these levels of stress. Stress may be beneficial for pioneers and drivers' performance. They say they're most effective when moderately to very stressed. Stress may be more problematic for guardians and integrators, who are less likely to say they're effective under high levels of stress. In our 2-part survey, we explored 5 kinds of situations that may cause stress at work. 45% of surveyed respondents report heightened levels of stress due to face-to-face interactions, like delivering a presentation or meeting a new stakeholder. Situations that create urgency, like critical projects or time pressure, are stressful for 46% of respondents. Moments of conflict, like getting reprimanded or delivering a difficult message, stir up stress for 52%. And a challenging workload with long hours or juggling of multiple responsibilities also creates stress for 52% of respondents. When an error occurs, most everyone, 82% of respondents, reports heightened levels of stress. Guardians and integrators find each of these kind of situations to be more stressful than pioneers and drivers do. But business chemistry has a greater impact for some situations than others. We see the largest differences between types for face-to-face and urgency situations. Those surveyed also revealed that in face-to-face interactions, 30% of pioneers and 37% of drivers find themselves stressed, while a more significant 52% of integrators and 59% of guardians are affected by these situations. The variance between types is similar in terms of urgency. These kinds of situations are stressful for 32% of pioneers and 36% of drivers, compared to 55% of integrators and 58% of guardians. To understand how people are coping with stress, we asked those surveyed about 5 kinds of coping strategies. 83% of all respondents said they cope with stress by diving right in and tackling the issue head-on. Drivers are the most likely type to use these strategies. 79% use cognitive coping strategies, like stepping back to consider the big picture or thinking through possibilities. Pioneers are the most likely type to use these strategies. 78% report reverting to groundwork, like organizational tasks or seeking further information about the situation. Guardians are the most likely type to use these strategies. Only 47% report using interpersonal coping strategies, like talking to someone about their feelings or bouncing ideas off of them. Integrators and pioneers are the most likely types to use these strategies. 46% cope with stress by taking time out to do something else, like socializing or exercising. Pioneers are the most likely type to use these strategies. So what can we gather from these results? For one thing, it seems not everyone is as dangerously stressed as we might have previously thought. The majority of the people in our study reported feeling stressed only sometimes. Perhaps the most important point is that not everyone is like you. How stressed someone feels, what kind of events are stressful, and how people prefer to cope all vary by business chemistry type. Finally, working together often means flexing to others' needs and preferences. Particularly if you're a leader, recognizing differences is the first step to learning how to flex your style and create environments that help your people thrive.